Welcome to episode 21
Woo!
of the Gilded City.
We're legal!
Our show is now enough episodes old to drink. 21? Yeah, there we go. So, to celebrate this milestone, we would love it if you would like, subscribe, leave a comment with what beverage you would buy our show.
If you are also legal.
If you are also legal to, if you are legally able to buy a drink for our show. And hey, if you're not old enough to buy an alcoholic beverage for our show, you could always just buy a non-alcoholic beverage for our show.
I like apple juice.
Okay, well, it's for the show, so I don't know if the Gilded City show has the same preferences as you, but
no, we're an apple juice only family.
At any rate, like, subscribe, comment, follow the podcast, all that good stuff that we always ask for. We really appreciate your support, and I think with that, we will just jump right on into episode 21. Last time, after learning that Marivaldi was a cultist of the demon lord Baphomet, the party spent a day doing some research. Janara and Artemis found where Marivaldi lived. Penny went to find out what records the paper had about Marivaldi, and Nyx set off to the library to learn general information about the cult of Baphomet. Meanwhile, Octavia discovered some major news about her family history, and is still trying to figure out what that all means for her. After the day of research, the party got back together to make their plan, which is to break into Marivaldi's house tomorrow night. After adjourning for the evening, the party all went their separate ways back home, with Bowman going with Artemis to stay in his hotel room as part of the plan to keep Bowman safe from the demons who had previously targeted him. Upon arriving to Artemis's hotel room, however, they discovered that Artemis had a visitor, his elder brother, Dagrin. And this is where we pick up. Dagrin Brightshield, your elder brother, is standing in the center of your suite. Got a glass of Brightshield wine in his hand. He looks very much like you, tall, slim, handsome, same, general light complexion, and pointed ears. His ears are more pointed than yours. His dark, wavy hair is cut in a shorter style than you typically keep with your own hair. He's wearing a nice suit of Brightshield blue, as always. However, his pants are not as tight as yours.
Thank God.
And he wears two major accessories. The first is a lapel pin that you know that he's worn for a really long time, which features the Brightshield Phoenix. And you see adorning his hand a ring that used to be on your father's hand.
Incredible.
The signet ring marking him as the head of your noble house. Well, brother dear, are you going to introduce me to your friends, boyfriends, bodyguard?
Can I do an
You
insight
can
check?
put the crowbar down, by the way.
Dagrin,
You rolled an insight check, Bowman.
I got a nat 20.
Nat 20. What are you trying to get off this guy?
Bowman's never met this character. I just kind of get the sense of good, evil.
Gotcha.
Should I be prepared to kick his ass?
From a very, very quick reading the way that he is acting towards Artemis, he seems very comfortable in this room, despite the fact that it's not his room. He seems very much like feels like he's in charge. He seems like he has, he feels powerful. You get the sense that he is all the bad qualities of Artemis turned up. And you immediately get the sense that this is not a good dude.
Okay.
But he's not doing anything openly hostile right now.
Bowman is going to hold on to his crowbar, ready into an attack stance until Artemis tells him differently.
Good gods. Is this who you hang out with, brother? Somebody raises a crowbar at any random person?
Dagrin, yes, of course. Dagrin, this is my associate, Mr. Bowman. Mr. Bowman, this is Dagrin Brightshield, my brother and the owner of Brightshield Vintage.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance, Mr. Bowman. Now, brother dear, I believe this actually calls for a bit of wine for all three of us. Now that we've got another a fellow joining us, and he produces a new glass. There was already glass on the table, empty, but he pulls out a new glass and he pours a glass, another glass, two more glasses of wine.
Forgive me, I wasn't expecting you.
Well, you said in your previous correspondence to me that you thought I should come visit Waterdeep sometime, and I thought it would be a smashing occasion to come do so, especially considering the amazing progress you've made breaking Brightshield Vintage into this market. I knew being hard on you was the route to get you to do bigger and better things, Artie. So I came to congratulate you and discuss the next steps for our business. But please come, join me in having a glass of wine, and we'll toast to your success.
Very slowly, quite stiff, walk towards. Was I able to watch him pour these glasses?
Yeah. Yep. Yes. Yeah, he poured them openly in front of you.
I'll take it. Kind of, I'll like pass one to Bowman as well and just make eye contact with him and do as best as I can to just send a signal of don't do anything stupid.
Bowman slightly grazes Artemis's other glass while he's handing him one of it and casts. I'm gonna roll for sleight of hand for this. Purify food and drink.
Okay.
That was. That was a 15.
Okay. Great. You don't think Dagrin caught it?
I'll turn back, kind of very slowly giving myself as much time as possible to catch anything new about the room, anything that is standing out.
Make a perception check for me.
Yeah, and get like a read on him. This is the first time I have seen him since before anything happened.
Yeah. Make an insight check for me as well, then, if you're also trying to get a read on Dagger. First, the
perception first.
Yes.
That is 16 perception.
16.
And 22 insight.
Okay, so perception first. You notice on the coat rack, Dagrin seems to have hung an overcoat up. As if he's settled in. You also see he's got like a packed trunk. He hasn't opened it, but he has a packed trunk next to him on the floor. Other than that, you don't see anything different about your room. Even the bottle of wine that he poured from, you think was one of the bottles you already had in your room.
Sure.
Now, 22 insight on Dagrin.
Yeah, I'll to not just be fishing for anything. I guess what he's mostly concerned about is, he hasn't seen him. Dagrin has made no effort, as Artemis is believed, has not wanted to make any connection. Did he poison the wine? Does he want me dead?
So 22, you try to get a read on your brother. He is usually a very hard to read person, but you are related, and you grew up together. You know his tics, right? You do not see a murderous intent in his eyes as you look at him. To answer that question, he seems, with the 22, he seems like he thinks things are really going his way.
Okay. Just give me a hot moment to write that in my campaign journal.
So as the three of you now have your glasses of wine, Dagrin raises his. A toast then to you, Artie, for your excellent work getting Bright Shield Vintage into the hands of more Waterdavians. Salute.
Salute.
And he takes a sip of his wine.
I will take a small sip as well, because I know he'll be able to see if I don't.
I sniff it. Bowman's not a wine person.
Funny thing, I would have left the door unlocked for you if you'd sent correspondence before. Did you just happen to be in the area?
No, it was more of a spur of the moment trip, really. I won't be staying in your room with you. I just figured I'd wait here for you to get back to celebrate you. But I will be staying in a different room, so you need not worry about me spoiling your abode for the time being. But that's actually part of why I'm here, Artemis. You see, you've been doing such a fabulous job getting Bright Shield Vintage established here in Waterdeep, and I was thinking it was high time the company expanded. I mean, Waterdeep is one of the largest trading cities in the entire world, the largest trading city in the entire world, and gosh, it's just silly for me to keep fulfilling individual orders. So I was thinking that we could set up a regional distribution center here in Waterdeep that you would oversee, and then I would just we would send you back in our back at the estate, would send you larger shipments all at once, and then you can fulfill orders. You'll have a staff to help you with all of that, of course. That's why I came here. I wanted to help you set up your new office for that, help you pick out staff, and perhaps if we're going to get you more permanently set up here in Waterdeep, we could purchase you a home to live in so you don't have to keep living out of a hotel.
Oh, that is quite the turn.
Yes, well, you've turned the company's fortunes around here in Waterdeep. We've always been doing well back in Old Cormier, but never really broke into the markets out here until you started doing your thing. Like I said, I knew if I was just a little hard on you, you would finally spread your wings, and how you have.
Huh. Yes. Suppose I have. It's been quite easy to do with the lifestyle that I have now. Perhaps this is something to consider before making such a large investment.
Well, heavens, I would not want to damage the brand's success. What you've been doing has clearly worked. I'm merely suggesting that if we get you a staff that can handle order fulfillment and an actual distribution center here in the city, you could still do exactly what you've been doing. You would just, instead of mailing me the orders, you just bring them to the regional distribution center here in Waterdeep. And the staff would work for you. You could even have a hand in picking them. I mean, I've got there's a few people I'm sure that I would send up from the estate to help get things in order. But certainly you could also pick some of the staff members, and having a more permanent residence wouldn't stop you from living the lifestyle you so seem to enjoy that is actually working out, surprisingly.
Yes, I've been able to make quite a few number of interesting contacts, reach areas that interference from others wouldn't allow me to reach.
Interesting contacts indeed, and he looks over at Bowman. You there, good sir. You've been quiet this whole time.
Mr. Bowman works for me. He has my confidence and is my confidence. A trick I learned from you, brother.
Very good then. Well, Mr. Bowman, I believe then that whatever Artemis is paying you, you could see a considerable raise in the payments you are getting from my brother if this regional distribution center business goes well.
It's more of a consultant business. It's more than anything. I deal with the trade routes right now in Waterdeep, and give advice of distribution throughout the city.
A shipping manager.
Along the lines, I manage shipments.
Right. Well, they do say you can't judge a book by its cover, but all right. Well, brother.
He is such a dick. Okay.
Well, brother dear, what do you say? I figured tomorrow we could go real estate shopping, find a few prospective locations.
I'm flattered, of course, and interested in the proposition. Unfortunately, I do have quite a busy schedule planned ahead. Mr. Bowman and I have pressing work to attend to. Fleshing out a potential client, as it were.
You can't spare a few hours for your dear older brother tomorrow?
Our clients are very pressed for time. And if we don't act sooner and if we act later, I don't think we will necessarily get to what we want. After all, Bright Shield is a very well-known brand throughout the realm, really. I think that time should be something that should be expected. No one wants to waste their time. So,
well, you say you're going to make a sale tomorrow? Do you mind if I come with you, see how my little brother does it?
Artemis, I don't want to speak for you, but these contacts, they are very low key. They don't necessarily like accompany unexpected. You know, it's a thing in Waterdeep. So
yes, I'm afraid we have a bit of a style, my associates and I. Helps with the sale.
All right, I would like one of you to make a deception check with advantage with your both.
I'll do it.
What's your deception at?
Plus 10.
Oh, yeah, you go ahead.
I'm a little talking box. At advantage?
Yeah.
27.
Dag, there's just a quick flash of a look across Dagger's face.
Yep, the small of my back is an ocean.
But it's gone before you can even really register what emotion it was. And he says, very well, I don't, as I say, want to mess with success. I'll get started without you, brother. And perhaps 2 days from now, we can look at a few of the properties that I've selected. And if
Perhaps
none
that
of
is
them,
the best use of time. Good idea.
and if none of them are to your liking, then we can search for more options. I want to make sure that you're comfortable in your new home and you like the new offices when we secure them.
Well, I will, of course, follow your lead.
I will see you in 2 days' time, brother dear. Good luck tomorrow with the big sale. I hope.
Yes, hopefully it doesn't take us too long or too far away.
Good night, Artemis. And he picks up the trunk on the floor with him.
Yeah.
He goes over to the door, grabs the coat, drapes it over his arm. He nods at you, Artemis.
It's funny. The hard love style that you say you used on me. It's the same one Father did. Right before he died.
Yes, Father.
Interesting it finally worked.
Interesting indeed. I wish Father had been around long enough to see the efforts pay off, but alas. Good night. And he leaves and the door closes behind him.
Oh, good night. Gosh.
Wait. I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
Uh-huh.
Is there anything in this room?
You cast Detect Magic's 30-foot radius.
Yes.
Okay, so you cast Detect Magic. You do get you get a blip out in the hall that moves away and leaves your radius.
Sure.
As if from Dagger.
Oh yeah. I'm sure he's loaded with magic.
Loaded with magic.
There aren't any...
But there's nothing that you're not expecting in your room.
Okay. That's both comforting and alarming. I'm going to cast message to Bowman and say, I need you to trust me and listen to everything I say for us to do.
Your command.
Everything I'm doing is going to be a message.
Okay.
I'm going to say, I have not seen him in many years. His presence here either means he wants to see if I'm a threat or he wants to kill me. Sorry, I can't offer you any safe havens tonight. We need to go. Now. Can you cast invisibility?
Absolutely. And I cast invisibility.
Wait. Take my hand. It's not a thing. Just.
Okay, I'm holding Artemis's hand.
Cast invisibility.
Okay.
Right. I'm going as well. Follow me. If we get separated, we're going to the training room.
Okay.
I cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
And I am going to, hand in hand, stealth Bowman the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Maybe wait like a minute.
Yeah. You wait a little bit, then both of you leave. I'd like both of you to make a stealth check at advantage.
I missed. Damn it, it was a 20. Oh no.
You said advantage, right?
Yeah.
Non-nat 20.
Okay.
23.
23. Okay. Two of you very quietly and invisibly, obviously, sneak your way out of the hotel and make your way back across town to Janar's.
Yep. Knock on the door.
Yeah, a few moments pass. Joyce answers. I assume you go visible when you come.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna say,
We just
so sorry
sneak
to
in.
intrude. We have a meeting with Octavia, with Janara. Sorry to bother again.
I
There's two of us.
You two just left, but of course, come on in. I'm sure it's fine with Janara.
Thank you. Make a
Are
bit
you
of a
still
show.
invisible?
Yes. Make a bit of a show that you don't see anyone at the door, if you don't mind.
Okay. Huh,
And
that sure is weird. I could have sworn I heard a knock at the door. Oh well.
Classic performance.
I feel like I probably hear that and come because Joyce doesn't do that.
I'm gonna whisper over to Artemis.
Why are we lying to Joyce?
It's just in a moment.
We could have just said we're training.
I'm just. Slip inside.
Yeah,
I'm gonna let go of Bowman's hand and immediately like go to windows and start pulling drapes.
Yeah, Joyce closes the door. She sees the drapes start to close. You are still invisible?
Until the drapes are closed.
Okay. She's like, right, okay. And she goes around and starts closing drapes too. Needed to do this for the evening anyway. Janar, you probably come downstairs into the entry hall at this point.
I'm just gonna see the drapes closing because they're invisible, and I'll see Joyce closing the drapes, and I'm just gonna say, what's happening?
I believe it's Master Artemis, dear.
Oh, and I'm here too.
And Bowman, Master Bowman as well.
I'll become visible.
I'm assuming something is wrong.
Yes. Very much wrong.
Did they come for Bowman?
No.
At that point, I turn visible.
Nope, right here.
And I just like find a seat and like just sink into it.
Uh-huh.
Of like it's like that post just adrenaline pumping, and now I am exhausted.
Uh-huh.
I feel like Janara's probably pretty alert. Do I notice anything? Because, like, I feel like if I did hear, like, a weird sound outside, I probably
Make a
wouldn't
perception
notice it.
check.
Oh, I got a 1, so nope.
No, you're very
Janara just
focused
goes blind.
on the yeah. No, you're very focused on this moment, so you don't really
Okay.
notice anything outside of this moment. Joyce says, right, Artemis looks a little overwhelmed. How about I make some good stress relief tea and I'll put a shot of whiskey in it for everyone. Sound good?
Just
All right,
bring the bottle, please.
of course.
Thank you,
Okay.
Jace.
And she goes off. If you three want to migrate into the sitting room, of course, that's probably more comfortable than the entry hall.
What's the most secure room you have?
Training room.
Training room.
There then.
Okay.
And don't answer any doors for the rest of the evening.
Joyce, if anyone knocks, come get me instead of answering.
All right. It's late. I don't know who would be visiting at this hour, but I'll bring some tea down to the workout room in
Thank
a
you.
few moments. The three of you make your way down to the workout room.
So my brother paid me a visit. He was
The
there.
brother you were getting information on when
Yeah.
we
Wait, you know he had a brother?
we were in the room with him when he took off when we were doing the heist.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, he I've been hoping he's forgotten about me for the last 5 or so years. There he is.
Artemis, why are you scared of him? You have literally
Dagrin.
fought murderers, people who have been killing people for sport.
That is Dagrin.
So,
Dagrin is calculating. He is cruel. He is paranoid. And he's very, very talented. He is severe. He is manipulative. My brother sees the world as made of two different kinds of people. Those that work for him, for his means, and those that are in his way. There is no middle area. I've been hoping that I would not be the latter for the last several years. But here he is. Sorry to come back and barge in, Janara. I just didn't
No.
think of anywhere else to.
I'm glad you felt like you could come here. If you want, I can make up 2 rooms here for you both to sleep here for the night.
could we just have 2 cots brought down to the training room?
We can do that.
If safety is what you're looking for, and safety is what we'll do. I don't fully understand why you're afraid of him, even though we fought, I think it might have been worse in the last few weeks or months. But if you want safety, I will be here.
He's my entire life was trying to find something that Dagrin wasn't better at. He's always one cut ahead, and the only thing I've been at par with him on his swordplay, and he could still beat me.
Do you think he would hurt you?
Yes. If he thought I was a threat to him or his power. Without a second chance. Second moment of... Yes. And if he knows any of you are with me, he will kill you as well. Sorry. Or at least I think. It's a I don't actually have proof. It's more of a feeling, but I just know he is behind why 5 years ago my father was killed while I was away, right after we'd had a big argument. He said I wasn't doing anything and it was time to help the family for once, like Takrin did. And we said some things, but he won and I left. And then he died. Or rather, had a bunch of knives sticking out of him. I don't know the exact details. And this is the first time that my brother has said anything to me that wasn't in a letter or related to the business. I just don't know what the angle is.
So you think he killed your father?
I think so. Oh, and he wants to meet me in 2 days. Oh, I have 2 days.
Well, you don't have to go alone, right?
He does think we're business partners.
Well, I mean, it's not completely wrong.
No, but you think I could tell the difference between a Merlot and a porter?
That's not.
Oh, I would hope. That does make Artemis smile a little bit.
Good. Great.
Oh, I'm
Well,
not
I
ready.
think-
I thought I would have more time.
Bowman
Before
and
he-
I are going to be going with you. I'm debating whether or not I want to send Joyce away for the night. No. No, I won't send her away tonight.
He wants... If he just wanted me dead, it would have been him and 3 others in that room. There has to be something else.
Okay.
Well, good thing it wasn't that, because there would be 4 dead bodies in your apartment.
Certainly. Why don't I drink whiskey more often? He just
Yeah, it's good, right?
takes some more.
It might actually grow some hair on your chest.
No, I've been trying for years. It's just not going to happen. A
Genetics.
goblin sold me a potion once, and it just... Right. Thank you for... Oh. Eventually, like, Artemis is crying just a little bit of
Yeah.
just, like, the stress.
Uh-huh.
Janara's gonna go and give him a hug.
Oh, he hugs back.
Miss Darling, thank you for letting us stay here. I think it might be getting that time of night that we might need to turn in. I will keep first watch. Just stay up.
Okay.
I have to be awake in a couple of hours, anyways.
Well, why don't you sleep first then?
No, it's fine.
Janara's going to go. I'm assuming there's like a couch or something by the front door. I'm going to go and get a book and I'm just gonna like lay down and I'll read it for a little bit, but then I'm going to like purposefully fall asleep there.
Okay.
So if someone does try to come into the house through the front door, which would be dumb of them, I'll know.
Okay. Great. Yeah, you all settle in for the night.
One last thing.
Yes.
As we are settling down, Bowman is gonna go to Artemis and just say, as an old Cormyrian man myself, I can't speak to what your father's ideals and I was, but I don't think that he would not be nothing but more proud of what you are now.
Oh, I don't know, but thank you.
Ooh, thanks.
there's a lot of baggage.
Are we able to actually take like a short or long rest?
Yep. You all settle in for the night. And go to sleep. Artemis, your dreams are very fitful. You do not feel like you sleep well. You keep seeing images of your father and your brother. But at one point in your dreams, you find yourself in a dark place, surrounded by surrounded all around you by flickering silver fire. And you just hear a voice in the darkness say, "You are right not to trust him. But he will not kill you. Yet. Stay on your course." And that's the only bit of the dream that you managed to retain. It is now the 26th of Claw of Winter. This is the day that you all are planning on breaking into Marivaldi's mansion. Artemis and Janara and Bowman, you all managed to get through the night. No interference. What is everybody planning on doing? What's the plan for today for people before you try to do the heist, presumably tonight?
Bowman has to go to work.
Bowman goes to work. Bowman does his job.
What day of the 10-day is it?
It's the 6th day of
So
the
is
10th.
this a work day?
It would typically be a work day. Yes.
Because Penny would go to work too.
Okay. So, unless there was anything anybody wanted to do during the day before you convene in the evening, I will real quickly just say Janara at some point in the day. Artemis, are you just laying low with Janara's?
I'm gonna stay in hiding.
Okay.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna be like 1 second. I'm gonna go up to my parents' room. My parents usually have like spare clothes. I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna like assume Artemis is close enough to my dad's side, and I'm gonna get some of my dad's clothes.
Yeah,
to, like,
you
bring
can-
down for
You
Artemis.
can eventually get Artemis in you can find some clothes in your dad's wardrobe that will fit him.
Fun.
Um,
My God, do we play dress up?
At one point in the day though, Janara, you do hear a knock at the door. Joyce comes and gets you and said, "I don't know if the thing you told me last night still stands. There is somebody here."
Just in case, yeah. I'm assuming. Did Artemis tell me what his brother looks like at all? But
Yeah, as many of our crew as possible. When I see them next, I'm gonna give everyone a rundown and be like, "Hey,
Okay.
if this motherfucker shows up,
Okay.
kill or be killed,
Okay.
or just run, just run."
I'm just gonna. I'll go answer the door. I'm assuming Artemis is still in the
Yeah.
training room,
Okay.
so I'll just go open the door.
Great. Yeah. When you get to the door, you find your friend Sanctuary. Tiefling, bright red skin. Is there. He nods at you a little bit. Janara, dear. Very nice place. Do you mind if I come in?
Of course.
Thank you. Yeah, you let him in. He said, I don't have long. First of all, I wanted to say thank you for the referral. Your friend, Nix, has been doing good work, getting the getting with all her handiwork and that sort of thing. So I want to thank you for the referral. But also I just wanted to say, Janara dear, I've known you for quite a while now. I just recently you've seemed to be more confident, more engaged with the people around you. It's nice to see. Seems like you're trying to do good for the city and the people of the city, yeah?
I'm trying.
At some point, doesn't have to be today, but at some point, when you come by the tavern, there's just some things I'd like to talk to you about and show you. And
Sure. I'm a little bit busy today, but I have a meeting tomorrow, perhaps tomorrow night.
okay, yeah, that would be wonderful. I'll see you then.
Okay. Bye.
And he heads off. With that, you all gather together that evening, breaking into the mansion. All right, so you have all gathered back together at Janara's house to go break into Marivaldi's home. Are you all wearing your disguises?
Sure.
Of course.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
very much.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
And whatever his face is clothes.
I cast the spell disguise
Sebastian?
self.
Sebastian.
Yeah, Sebastian's closed. Sebastian
Sebastian Darling's clothes, and then your cloaks and masks. Okay. Are you all talking before you go, or are you just going for it?
Let's just go.
Yes, please.
We're good.
You
Go.
just yeet it.
I will single-handedly
It's a red
shoot
button.
everyone if we don't talk before we leave.
Here's the plan. We're not allowed to say any words. We just do.
Oh my god.
Woo!
I am also casting mage armor on myself.
Okay.
When Penny gets there, she's just gonna look at everyone and be like, was there a plan? Did I miss that
someone tell me that we came up with a plan, right?
You know, it's been so long since we spoke to each other that I don't
been 3 days.
It's been 3
remember.
days.
2 days.
It's
Uh,
been so long.
Sam talking to the audience. Unfortunately, this is the season finale of the Gilded City. We had a great time. Check out season 2.
That's
We all die.
not true, but
I think our rough plan was to break into his house,
Yeah.
not the underground from the yawning portal.
Right.
Yeah.
But we're looking for evidence that he worships this demony dude
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
in his
well,
house, because
that-
certainly there's going to be some little crazy worship chamber or something.
Okay. Great. And which one of us did reconnaissance so that we have like a plan of the house?
I
Well-
did write down in my notes that we were going to stake out his house and then break in as soon as possible.
I think the plan was the day prior to the evening, whoever wasn't working was going to be
Right.
doing that, and it was going to be Janara, Artemis, and I think Nix if you were available. Because
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll kind
yeah.
of take responsibility for that.
Right.
Not
So
happening.
we're gonna
we're gonna do that. But then that all got screwed up.
Yeah.
I
We
wonder.
should
panicked.
really go over our plans before we start recording these episodes. So that
Instead,
can
we just
remember.
talk about whatever
way
for
more
like
fun.
30 minutes.
there was, there's a wrench through in the whole thing. It's more in the moment,
No,
I-
but we
That's
did
true.
have a good reason for.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
When Artemis and I went and found his house, did we see a window towards the top of the house? Like into an attic or
So you guys, when you found where his house was, you saw the gate. He's like gates, and then he's got like a large stretch of property before the house. So it's a pretty good distance away from the gate. There were definitely windows, but I mean, it's hard to get a good sense of exactly where it was at the distance they were at.
Did it seem close enough that someone could stand outside the gate and someone could be inside, like getting at least close to the house or even inside the house and still get message?
Messages range is what, 100 feet?
I have no idea. I don't have it.
60, I think.
60?
I don't think it's more than 60, but
Ooh, let's find out. I could just look at it. 120.
120.
Wow.
So
Better.
Messages are
it,
awesome.
it looks like a pretty good stretch of distance, is what I will say. You're
He has
not
grounds.
sure. Yeah, he has grounds. He has pretty expansive grounds.
Mm.
Is it close to like the? Am I remembering this correctly? There's like a cliff
Yes.
that all this looks over.
Yes. Yes.
Ooh, I don't feel like climbing a cliff. That seems risky.
I mean, Janara could probably just like flip
Yeah,
it and be fine.
you could just like Super Mario jump up the cliff.
let's
Just double jump.
Double jump.
Okay, so there's the front gate and then presumably like a fence
Yeah.
that goes around his estate, right?
Yeah.
Is the fence next to another buildings? Like, do they share a fence,
There's.
or is it his own?
I mean, he lives basically on a lane of mansions.
They've all got security, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Does anybody know anybody
Oh.
else who lives over there?
Wouldn't it be fucking nice if I owned a nice rich house?
No, but we did see a sign that said Bloodkeith.
Wait. Artemis,
true.
do you have a carriage and a horse? Right.
No,
didn't
that
you
was
have one?
rental. I could figure it out.
Oh,
I
okay.
could find Danny again.
Because hear me
Danny
out.
boy.
Hear me out. Those that are invisibly inclined can be invisible. Some who are not invisibly inclined can be riding a carriage and the horse breaks down. We go to the Marivaldi mansion, knock on the door, say, "Hi, sir. I'm sorry, but my horse is broken down. You mind if I use?" I don't know. What do people
This
use to
isn't
call
in the
people?
middle of the woods. There's other houses around.
No, I think that could have worked. Or we say, "I'm sorry, sir. My sickly child that I used to drive this horse is throwing up. Do you mind if he uses the restroom?" Or I don't know. Just spitballing here. Okay, no one has anything else. I'm trying to open our creative chakras here. So if we could all start.
Creative shop.
Right.
Is there any way that we could pretend that, or make it seem that Marivaldi out and about runs over one of us, and then as a way
What, we sue him?
as a way of paying us back, we go inside his house to,
I
like,
volunteer
take care?
for this. I could use some cash. Why? Just spitballing, as the reporters say. I could.
Kevin, do you
have-
Roman, do you know my name?
Paula.
Yeah, yes, that's close.
That's the last time you introduced yourself to me. was
Okay,
Paula.
yeah, whatever. Okay, what's your idea?
I could send Hayes, which is my steed, over past the boundaries. He could turn invisible, and he can telepathically tell me what's around there for recon. He's adds a 1 mile radius. I assume the grounds are not larger than a mile.
I could do a similar thing with Octavia, who is an owl.
Nope, you're
Is she-
Octavia.
Yep, I'm Octavia with Lexa, who is an
Pulls
owl.
off a mask, is an owl.
I'm an owl. No. Shit.
I
She
mean,
was
that's-
an Aarakocra owl the whole time.
either of those ideas seem better than
Getting run over.
Well,
Better than
What?
what, Janara?
Suing them.
That wasn't my idea.
Hey, you know, it's a quick way of getting some cash.
It's not, though.
Can we not
We
just like climb
normally
the fence?
just give
Can we not
you
just
money.
climb the fence really quickly?
I mean, yes, I
Well,
could
no.
easily climb
Yeah.
the fence.
Okay. We
I
have
can't
two
fly.
people in this room that has two animals that they can connect with telepathically to get all reconnaissance needed. One can be in the sky, one can be in the ground, and we can figure out from there. We should get the carriage so we can be concealed alongside the road.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I have it now. And the reason that we're just sitting on the road, I have one of us, probably me, has a loud public argument about something. No one's
Yeah.
gonna want to come over because the last thing people want to help is a distressed 19-year-old.
You know
girl.
who's
Yeah,
really
you
good at
should argue
acting?
with Artemis. It sounds
Who's-
like a good idea.
Yes. You guys should pretend that you're lovers that are quarreling.
No,
Yeah, it
we're
could
not
be
gonna
cute.
do that.
You
That's
can do that.
good constructive criticism, but I'm not going to be doing that.
I think it would be believable.
I can
think
have
so, too.
arguments with people that are not lovers.
See, but nobody wants to get involved in a lover's spat.
Yeah.
No one wants to be involved with any time that I'm yelling.
But yes, can we go get the carriage?
I could figure that out. Sure. Yes.
Yes.
In Artemis, I cannot stress this enough. An understated carriage. Nothing fancy.
Oh, a different carriage. That's very good that you said that. All right. Not a shining white carriage that
No.
glistens in the moonlight.
Because it's not the midwinter
Oh.
ball.
Much easier. Okay. I can do that. Someone want to come with me for that?
I'll go with you.
In case I get lonely. Thank you. That'll be great.
That doesn't sound right.
Can I insight check
Why would he
Artemis?
be getting lonely?
No,
He-
I.
He's being weird.
He's being weird.
Oh,
I
fuck.
check 'em?
Have I not told you yet? Okay, great.
No.
Hey, a thing happened last night. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh.
Yeah, and he dumps all that stuff about his brother that he told the other two.
Family
You
problems.
have a brother?
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Did we
But
know?
then I remembered that he told me.
Okay, well, you don't even know my first name, and I. Okay, well, that sucks. Are we worried that he's going to in the room? Is he? Should we be worried now?
Is he
I'm-
following you?
Should we cancel the heist?
I might be able to know more if I do see him tomorrow now.
That probably shouldn't happen.
I
Sounds like a
definitely
bad
agree,
idea.
but he's here, so there are no good ideas.
Do you need us to kill him for you?
I do appreciate the offer, but
Or seriously injure?
if someone's going to kill him, I would like it to be me.
Sure.
But hopefully we don't
So
deal with that, because I would probably die. I think this will be a good distraction for me. I can find a carriage. I am in expert disguise, so we will be fine. We can take a little look-see and figure it out from there, try to get in. And honestly, if he's even there, Marivaldi that is, maybe we can rough him up and get a confession out of him. It'll be perfect.
Yes, because our plans always go off without a hitch.
Exactly.
are you sure you're in an emotional state to handle this?
Absolutely not, but that's never stopped me before.
Okay, well, it's a different thing when it's just messing you up and when it's messing up 5 other people.
I'm sure he's
So I'll
fine
ask
getting-
again, are you sure you're in an emotional state to support 5 other associates of yours in a heist, a very high stress heist tonight?
What was that?
Absolutely.
Can I insight check that? If he's lying?
Can.
I guess I'm rolling something then. Deception or persuasion?
Yeah.
18.
20.
He seems confident. As always.
Beads of sweat run down his face.
It's gonna be fine.
Loses a life.
Let's go get a carriage.
We'll get a carriage. Carriage, boys.
Janara and Artemis, the two of you go out to find a carriage. You're both wealthy. You know how to rent a carriage.
The
You're
first thing you
both
learn as a wealthy person.
It's something you know. Octavia would also know how to rent a carriage, to be fair.
Not that difficult.
Yeah. But yes, I would say it probably takes about an hour, but about an hour later, Janara and Artemis return with a carriage.
With someone who knows how to drive it.
Danny boy?
Oh, do we want to see if we can find Danny
No.
Boy?
Nope, I got it. We have someone.
You
got
have
the
a
carriage.
different person, just a random dude is going to be driving your carriage.
What's his name?
Danny.
It's another Daniel.
It's Alex, but we call him Danny.
Yeah.
Give you
Uh,
extra
no,
talent
his
if
name
you
is
Daniel.
Thomas.
Daniel.
Benny boy.
Thomas. Tommy boy.
Tommy boy.
All right.
Pipes, the pipes.
So you all go load up in the carriage, and he sets off.
Oh, this is interesting. We have a witness to all of our things with us now.
That's why I said just a bone.
Oh well, we did it.
Jesus Christ.
We did it. We got him. Hi, Thomas. Welcome to the team.
Thomas, when can you start?
You are the accomplice to this possible murder that we are
Yeah.
going to have.
Wait.
Yeah.
Before Bowman says that, can I hand him like 20 talents and be like, we don't need your services tonight, but they
Just kidding. We selected
Should I? Am I leaving the carriage?
We'll bring it back.
Okay.
Great.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Funny talents and strolls off.
I will cross out Thomas's name from my
No witnesses.
He was my new best friend.
So Bowman driving the carriage. You make your way, eventually parking, sort of on the street outside Marivaldi's house.
street parking.
Now, I believe the plan was that Penny was going to get into a loud argument with someone on the street.
That was a spitballing thing.
No,
Maybe we
But
just
I
lay
think-
low and let
Yeah.
them do their thing now.
Let the creatures go out and we'll, if someone comes out to address us.
Oh,
Yeah, the animal.
they're creatures. I thought you were like taking a shot at them personally. I was like, ooh,
No. What is
Rude.
happening tonight, everyone?
I don't know. I'm a little bit drunk.
Are you kidding me?
Don't worry, I'm always a little bit drunk.
Oh my god, we're gonna die again.
No, we're not.
again.
Yeah, because I'm like mentally, I think that we died last time we did the heist. I'm fine.
Penny, we didn't die.
Are
the
you
first time.
mentally okay enough to do this heist?
Yes, of course I am. I'm a professional.
Insight check, please.
Go for it. Penny roll.
Penny killed a guy.
Yeah.
Penny has never been okay in her life. She's fine.
Okay. That's what you get on your insight check. That Penny has never been okay in her life, but she's fine.
Someone.
Okay, so Lexa is going off, as is, oh God, please say the name of your dog again.
Hayes.
Hayes, thank you.
Rutherford B.
Rutherford B. Is summoned, and then you cast invisibility through him, I guess, on himself.
Lexa's just gonna be an owl.
In the air. Yeah.
Birds
Okay.
are in the air.
I'd like Lexa, I'd like you to make a perception check for Lexa and a perception check for Hayes. Hayes uses his own stats for perception check.
Mine, right?
You can use yours if you're looking through Lexa's eyes.
Yeah. 16.
16.
Perception. What is a perception? Sorry. That is a 17.
17 and 16. Okay. So Lexa does sort of a big swoop around the property as a whole. Here's sort of the overview of the property. A lot of yard in front of the house. From the gates to the to the front is like sort of a lane that goes in between some trees. You see there are columns. There's a flight of steps that leads up to some columns and sort of a front like porch, but it's like kind of grand for a porch, and that leads inside the house. You also see like terraces off on either side of the house. And then as Lexa swoops around behind the house, she sees that there's sort of a much larger terrace stretching from the back of the house to like the edge of the cliffs, where like there's like a wall and some like outdoor seating to look out over the expansive city beyond that. But there's like expansive grounds, and there are, you notice, a couple of outbuildings. One of the outbuildings you think is probably a stables, and then the other one you see a couple of people coming in and out of, you think is probably a servant's quarters. Hayes sort of running around a little bit more down on the ground. Hayes does discover that there are several guards patrolling the property. As you probably would have expected, they seem to have like a route. So if you're careful and you time it well, you might be able to slip between their, routine. There are steps leading up to the front porch. There's also steps leading up to the terraces on either side of the house. You're not sure if there's entrances on the sides or not with a 17. So that's kind of what the two of you get.
Are there any like sewage / wells?
Not that either of their animals notice.
Can I have specifically because Hayes was there with like the demons were fighting us, so they would know like a smell of demons would be. Can I have them roll? Just make a perception check for specifically the scent of demons.
You know what I'm going to have you do? If you want to do that, you can spend your paladin divine sensibility through Hayes.
I could do that, but specifically he has advantage on and a +6 when it comes to smell or hearing, and I would think that might be better.
See, I already had you roll perception. I'll let you roll 1 perception, so you don't get to roll at advantage. This is just if it's better than the one you already got, then you'll upgrade it to the new number.
Okay. I will accept. Can I use this +6 though instead of his wisdom
Sure.
modifier?
Sure.
25.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, the place smells like demons. There's clearly some foul shit going on at this place. Hard for him to nail down specifically where the demons are. But yeah, it's not good. He gets a real bad vibe off the place.
Okay. Well, that all said, should we do anything? Well, should I do anything with Hayes before I call him back?
You probably can't get inside, right?
Haven't tried that yet.
Try to send Lexa inside if there's like a chimney or something.
Yeah, I
Open
feel like
window.
there might be a little bit more luck getting an owl inside.
Do we know how many guards they see on the outside on their patrols?
Yeah, how many did we find?
I would say 3 groups of 2.
So 6 total.
6 outside.
And they've just got sort of a patrol route around the property.
Do they go in and out of the building or just sticking outside?
Nope, they're just outside.
Okay, so there wouldn't be like a door for Hayes to slip in with them.
Did you say if there was like a stable or any other?
Yeah, but it's not attached.
That sounds like a good place for us, like a hiding spot once we're in, or if we need to get somewhere, because there are probably going to be horses in there. Nobody likes a horse thief, but it keeps you alive.
We can always ask him if we can borrow one of his horses because ours is broken.
Are you gonna go outside and break one of our horses?
No. If we have to, maybe.
Can our horse roll a performance check to see if like a broken leg?
You do hear a knock on the carriage door at that moment.
Shit.
Penny, this is my time.
The door,
You
as
are wearing a mask.
Why? Why are we doing
in
this?
disguise?
Can I
We are
take?
all-
you can take the mask off if you want. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I'll do that. I'll make myself look a lot less like threatening or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, technically, we should all be wearing masks in the global pandemic. We should be masking up, but that's fine. Anyways.
Not a
Yeah.
global
And then, is
pandemic
there
in
like
Faerun.
is there a
Uh-huh.
thing like a slidey
you-
window, or can I go out the door and kind of like sneak out?
Yeah,
wherever
you
I
can go
want
out
to?
the door and sneak
Okay.
out. You see, there's like a police officer out there. It's like, excuse
Hi.
me, ma'am. Your carriage is just parked on the side of the street. Is everything?
I know. I'm so sorry about that. I was Penny's gonna start getting a little bit like overwhelmed, and she's gonna get a little teary-eyed. And I will tell you, Penny Presswell definitely can cry on command. Like that's just something that definitely can happen. I am so sorry about the carriage. I know it's in the way, and I know this is an inconvenience. I've had like an extremely stressful day. I've had an extremely stressful day. Okay, I was like trying to come up with this really romantic date for someone, and I got a horse and a carriage, and then it turns out that they gave me the wrong address. So now I just walked into someone's home and they didn't know who I was, and I'm very embarrassed, and so I'm trying to figure out where to go now. And I just got kicked out of my parents' house because I spent all this money on the horse and carriage. I'm sorry, sir. Do you have a handkerchief or something I can borrow?
I would like you to make either a performance or deception check. You can go ahead and make it at advantage because that
Yeah.
was incredible.
I'm blown away.
He pulls out. He takes off his like tall like hat thing, and he pulls a handkerchief out of his like breast pocket and hands it to you, and says, "You keep that, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
I'm sure that whoever it is that stood you up, you know, they don't know what they're missing out on, but you take all the time you need, ma'am."
Thank you. I'll be out as soon as I can.
Mm-hmm. And he puts on his hat and walks away.
Amazing.
When Penny gets back into the carriage, Bowman's just gonna go.
Yep. I think she gets a rousing standing
Round of
ovation.
applause.
Quietly, because I don't want
Yes.
the police officer to hear us clapping.
Right.
Penny Presswell, Ace Field Reporter, bitches.
I'm inspired.
You
And that's when
said
Penny multi-classed into Bard.
you said that there was a route that the guards were taking.
Yeah.
Do we have a pretty good idea of what the route is?
I would say Octavia for sure does.
I think if we could utilize Lexa to like be a signal for when it's safe to go. If she could like perch on the roof.
And there are also like trees on the property as
Okay.
like, you know.
I could also have Hayes cause a distraction if we need it.
Yeah. Could at least get like one group out of the way, possibly, if he's just running around the yard.
If it's in a very orderly fashion that they're moving, I don't think causing a distraction would be the best idea. It might put them more on guard.
But we could have that as an option if something goes wrong.
Well, I'm just saying, like, you know, oh, there's a barking in the backyard, and then it's just this adorable puppy. Who's gonna be mad?
I don't know. Some people hate dogs.
Demons.
Worshippers?
A demon
Demons.
worshiper is gonna be mad.
Dogs.
Is it a wall
What are
or
they
a
wearing?
fence?
It's a fence.
Okay. How big is the
How
space?
tall? Yeah. How tall is the fence?
What
are
like, can Nyx fit through in between the slats?
Nyx might be able to with a check. Might be able to squeeze between the bars, but it would be tight even for her. The fence is about, I would say, like probably 8 feet tall.
Oh, can I just jump over it?
I mean, you could definitely climb it.
8-foot vertical leap.
I'm a
You got
monk.
help.
Did Hayes or Lexa see any like secondary entry points besides just the main gate?
Nope, just the main gate.
Whoa. Oh, I was thinking of the house. You mean to the property?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa.
I was like, whoa, there's just one door? Intense.
One way in, one way out.
It is a
You go
labyrinth.
in.
The house
You go
is
in
the
through the
labyrinth.
house. You leave through the labyrinth. Or you die.
Is there a section of the fence that has like a bunch of bushes? Could we literally dig a hole?
Yeah. Could we?
No,
get
there's no
Hayes
bushes near the
to
fence.
dig a
This
hole?
guy
On-
hates foliage.
On
He
the
has
out-
trees. He doesn't hate foliage.
Oh, that's right.
He just
There's
doesn't
a-
grow bushes near his fence. I don't
There-
know.
like
Maybe
a-
for the reason you just brought up.
They're
Ah,
strategically
He's
like
a thinker.
they're strategically 30 feet away from the fence.
Yeah.
on the outside of his house, like in the front, from the front yard, is there anything that says like "I am a demon worshiper" that we can
You
just
know,
like take a
Funny
picture?
enough, there is a giant glowing sign. No.
Oh,
Held
let's take a
by
picture
demon.
of that.
Are there any trees
All right, here's
from a neighbor's yard that hang over?
No.
No.
These are like
Here's a
these are
crazy
like
question.
It's like an estate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe somebody planted a tree too close.
Okay, 2 questions.
Hmm.
Is the gate closed?
Yes.
Okay. Is there someone at the gate who would open the gate? Like a little
Yeah.
gatehouse or something?
Yes.
Okay. What if we get people who look like members of the security, show up, be like, "Oh, I'm late to my shift. Oh, I need to be let in. I'm new. I had to check on this carriage that's parked over here. You didn't see that? Let me in." They come in and then they thwack them. And then we have free reign to let the rest of us in and go about the place.
Not a bad idea. We
Thank you.
just spitballing, as the reporter says.
Penny's gonna kill a bitch.
I feel like Bowman's literally just doing it to piss Penny off.
I
at this
totally
point.
am. I totally am at this point. Why don't we have Penny possibly do another award-winning performance, such like that? Have the guard compelled to leave his post, and then we, in your words, whack.
It's a good word.
Along those lines, I was also thinking that Janara and I could get through or over the fence and then go to the sneak along the fence to the guardhouse and then
I like that.
Yeah,
knock
could
them out.
Hayes invisibly be nearby so you can see if we have an emergency? I know we
Lexa
won't be
can-
able
yeah.
to hear back, or Lexa.
That's a good plan.
Perch up high.
I
onto
like
it.
that. All right. We send
Alright.
you two in over the fence. You go deal with people. We can have a dog nearby as backup. And then we'll keep an eye through Lexa. And then you'll open the gate and let us in. And then we'll find a place to go after that.
We'll go in the house.
Great.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay.
Nyx, I very much believe in you.
thank you.
You are incredible with locks and fences and the like, and sneaking and killing some people, but probably try not to kill. But kill if you have to.
Knock
I hope
out.
that is inspiring.
I'll take it.
Ta-da!
Okay. Great. With that, the two of you exit the carriage, try to find a spot to climb over the fence.
I don't want it to be
Um,
too far away from the gate.
Sure.
But
Just keep in
also-
mind you're on an open street.
Right.
So, what I need,
I'm gonna
What time of
toss
day is
just
it's night.
trip and make keys go flying.
Why?
What keys?
So I have a reason to
The keys to the horse.
Oh, because it's not
Wait,
working
what
right now.
just keys. I don't know. If you want me to find something specific from my inventory, I'll
No,
drop.
you don't.
I'll throw ball bearings over there or a bell. I don't know.
You don't. You
Wait,
have
why?
What are
presumably
balls?
have keys.
So I have an excuse if somebody comes along and is like, "Why? What are you doing?" Oh, I dropped my keys.
Okay. Do I see the signal from Lexa that the coast is clear?
Yes, if you eventually see the signal from Lexa that the coast is clear, what I'd like from the two of you, I need both an acrobatics check and a stealth check from both of you. Now, I will say there's not many places to hide along the way, so the stealth check will be at disadvantage. But acrobatics
Okay.
is normal.
Ooh.
For acrobatics, I got 22.
Easy enough to get over the fence.
I
for you,
got
Janara.
half that.
Jump up, grab on, flip over. 11, Nyx, you try to squeeze between the bars and get stuck. You manage to pull yourself back out. You're not permanently stuck. A natural 1, you just be stuck. But with an 11, you kind of get wedged in there and pull yourself out. You're not getting through.
Huh. Is there like a column of like brick that connects pieces of fence?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Can
there
I
would be.
attempt to climb up that?
You just rolled an acrobatics check to get beyond
Yep.
the fence. That was the 11 that you got.
But I was specifically trying to get through the fence.
you
I
do not
haven't
get to
tried
roll
going
another
over-
acrobatics check.
I would,
Oh.
sure, yes.
No, you do not
Oh.
get to roll another acrobatics check.
You would think
You
that
do
being
not.
in this,
Yes.
you would think that being in the same room would help the communication. It does not.
I'll send a message. How's everything going?
I got stuck. I do not fit. I'm gonna make my stealth check though.
Okay.
For stealth with disadvantage, I got an 18.
Okay.
Nyx is not doing well. I got an 11.
You have
You are
inspiration.
inspired.
Oh, that's true.
You can add a D8.
How many guards are behind the gate?
6 total.
17%.
No, like right at the gate, I mean.
There's a gatehouse. You don't know how many people are in it.
We might be able to
Usually.
take him.
I'm gonna go back towards the gatehouse. I'm gonna like signal to Janara and be like I'm meeting you over there. Go that way
Okay.
towards the gatehouse, and then
Okay.
I'm just gonna.
Okay, so 17 and 18. So the two
Yes.
of you very carefully move along, like
Yep.
Janara in particular, ducking into the shadows of the pillars that link up the fence as you're able to. You manage to make it to the gatehouse. The back side of the gatehouse there's just sort of an open archway. There's no real door or anything like that. And there is a solitary person in there wearing kind of an overcoat. It's a little chilly tonight, with it still being winter. Gloves on, keys, like mug of hot liquid.
Does it seem
Ooh.
like he sees me coming down the street?
You can't. He doesn't seem to be paying much attention
Okay,
to
cool.
the street. He's just kind of
Can I get behind him without him seeing me?
yeah.
I'm
He's
Aw,
facing kind
easy,
of
easy.
in towards the gate, so you're coming up from behind him.
Can I just try to like get behind him and just get him in a chokehold and just like
Yeah,
choke him till he passes out?
go ahead and make an attack roll at advantage because he can't see you.
This shade looks good on you, Janara.
Go to sleep.
Oh, 22.
Easy enough. Just suddenly he's like, and you just hold it and you're like, no screams, only dreams.
Hayes is watching this and is communicating back to Bowman about this. And Bowman's just gonna be in the carriage and go, oh, nice.
And he does eventually pass out, and you just set him gently on the floor.
Can I switch my outfit with his?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you put on his coat.
Edible.
And I'm gonna swipe whatever keys I can find,
Yep. Yeah, you find a set of keys that are very clearly for the gate.
and I'm going to open the gate.
Okay. Yep. You open the gate. Your friends all quickly hurry in through the gate.
I'm gonna go grab the keys that I dropped.
Okay.
It's her actual house keys. She's like, I can't get back.
No. I just thought like I just thought that I would have dropped the like blood keith key ring that I
Oh my
grabbed,
God,
and then I
yeah.
was like, that's probably not a good thing to just leave
Sure.
there.
There's a big tag on it that says property of
Yeah.
Keith Francis.
The keys for breaking into
So now that you're all on property,
Man.
I need everybody to make a stealth check for me. This is just a flat check. You have Lexa helping you. You know the route, but there's not many good places to hide. So it's just a flat check.
Okay, I did better.
I got
21.
a nat 20 plus 2.
Okay. And what did you get, Nix?
21.
21. Okay.
10.
4.
Oof.
23.
Okay. Bowman.
15.
Okay. Well, luckily one of those was a nat 20, so you did have more successes than you had failures.
Phew.
We're awesome.
So
I used luck.
We love her.
it was a good use for it.
Uh,
You all very carefully make your way through the property, being careful not to cross paths with any of the guards moving about. As you get closer to the house, you see it's this large 2-story building. It's got sort of like a dome in the roof because this motherfucker really just built a dome in his
He's cool.
house.
Very stable piece of construction.
Lots of columns, flight of like very fancy stairs leading up to the front porch, as well as stairs leading up to the terraces on either side of the house.
Is there any light coming from any of the windows?
Yeah, and at a couple points you see like lights in windows.
Are any of the windows open?
No,
Cool.
it's
Oh.
winter.
I would like to
Oh,
say
yeah.
that at this point, Hayes is tracking the current shift of guards that would be approaching us the fastest.
Okay. Yeah.
So he will alert us if they're getting too close.
Yep. Okay. I got that. So you
Have
are
Alexa do the same thing, kind of,
okay.
but from
Is
like
there-
above.
Okay.
Is there any way to climb onto the roof?
Well,
You could
Not
certainly-
me, but I mean like someone who's good at it.
do you want me to try?
Like, is there a chimney that we could?
There are a couple of chimneys up.
Because
on
if
the roof.
there's a chimney like working, like, is it on fire?
I mean, yeah,
Is
there's
it?
smoke coming from the chimneys because
Okay, so that's not.
it's
Damn.
winter.
Yeah.
But is
I
there
can-
a window near the roof?
Yeah, I mean, well, there are windows on the second story.
Cicadas love windows.
They do.
They really do.
Bye.
Can Lexa peek in the top windows?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I'm gonna look through Lex's eyes, I'm blind from.
I'll hold your hand. I'll guide you.
Okay. So I will look through the windows.
Okay. So Alexa flies up to the second floor windows, peers inside, make a perception check.
Is that my perception or
Yeah,
her perception? Because
it's yours.
she has advantage on perception, but it's mine. So okay.
I mean, you can roll with advantage because you're using her eyes, but it's still your modifier.
Okay, 19.
19. Yeah, you're looking in through a second story set of windows. Looks like Lexa, went to windows sort of in the center of the house, peering into the second floor of the entrance hall. So like looking down, the entrance hall it doesn't look like there's anybody in it. It's lit. There's, chandelier in the ceiling. There is actually no staircase in the entrance hall, but there is like a balcony for the second story up there. You'd think the staircase is probably somewhere else in the house, but there's sort of a hallway that goes through the entry hall area. You see there's like a very large, like ornate, the floor is wood, but there's a large ornate like rug in the center of the entrance hall. Looks imported, probably from Cormier or somewhere else. And there are like paintings on the wall, and Lexa sees like a couple of like large like winged statues on pillars. And what did you get for your perception again?
19.
19. Lexa does also see the front, like the sides of the pillars facing the front door have like mirrors on them.
I'll like whisper describe this as I'm seeing it. To
Yep.
Whoever's standing next to me, which would probably be Artemis because he's
Yep.
holding my hand.
Yeah.
Should
Do
we
we
go
think-
through a second story window?
Can we get to the second story?
Oh, if we get to the second story there, we're into a foyer that like you drop down and you're back on the first floor.
Can I see if I can get up to the roof?
Do we want to go
I
up
mean,
or
you-
down?
Why don't we just
Where do
go
we
through-
think?
Why don't we just go through the door?
Sure.
Why don't you just open the front door?
The door's not going to be open.
I
Do
can
you think
also
that this guy
remind you.
has? You think he
if
has
there's-
a gate on his front yard, and he
Lock
6
his-
guards, and he's gonna lock his front door?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do think he 100% does that.
I mean, we
Nick's
could
He's
do that.
paranoid and a demon worshiper.
Even if it is unlocked, there's probably somebody nearby who's gonna just hear the door opening and 6 people come in and be like, "Who the fuck are you?" Are there any windows to a basement?
You don't see any basement windows.
Is there a kitchen window where like there'd be like
Yeah,
people
there's
cooking?
another.
I mean,
place.
there are first floor windows, but they're up a little bit because the entrance is elevated,
Sure.
right?
Oh.
But there's no windows down into the basement level.
Okay, back door.
Yeah.
Probably less people.
Mhm.
Let's sneak along there. Probably a quick way to duck into like a butler's pantry or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go along there, and if we need to get inside, I can bamf myself through a window magically, and then unlock
I could
it.
also unlock things.
Yeah, so we've got options.
All right,
I can
let's go
shoot
around
out a
the
window
back.
with a gun.
Yeah, that's a great
That's
idea.
loud.
Last resort, but a good idea.
Okay, great. We'll keep that in our back pocket.
All right, back
Um,
door.
So if you're sneaking around again, I need another round of stealth checks from everyone.
Oh man,
Another 21.
we are gonna throw down, aren't we? Dirty 20. Wait, nope, that's a huge lie. 19.
Okay.
17.
8.
13.
Nat 20, baby.
Okay. More successes than failures. You manage to sneak your way around. To get to the back, you do have to go up a flight of stairs onto one of the side patios. Now the entrance of the house is facing. Hold on. The entrance of the house is facing west. So the terraces on either side are to the north and south. Which way would you like to go? North or south?
North.
North. Okay.
That's just gut. I don't know why.
North
Okay.
it is. We're going north.
Okay.
Before we go up, can we see if there's traps like on the staircase leading up or anything?
Make an investigation check.
He just has a bear trap. I like that fifth
You
step
know,
up.
Maybe.
paranoid
He's a
dude.
demon dude.
Yeah, that
13.
sounds that tracks.
13. You don't see any traps.
Okay.
So you make your way up the steps to the north terrace. As you get up to the north terrace, you see built like off the side of the house is a like a greenhouse. But there's no exterior entrances to the greenhouse that you can see. But you make your way around the greenhouse, around to the backyard, where again you see like this like patio that stretches from the back of the house to the edge of the cliff. with some outdoor furniture, and you see like some unlit, like very, very fancy, like marble fireplace, outdoor fireplace things. Yes.
Quick question for you.
Uh-huh.
It's a greenhouse causing a lot of heat and everything. Is there any vents that lead from that go to the outside?
Make a perception check.
Oh. 17. Again, wow, getting a lot of 17s.
You are getting a lot of 17s. Not that you can immediately see.
Okay.
Anyway, back side of the house, the back, like the middle part of the back of the house, sort of is not even with the rest. It sort of juts like out and then like curves in a little bit. And there's like more columns and then a lot of glass and doors that lead into a very large room. This is directly underneath the dome in the roof of the house. So peering in through the windows here, I mean, these windows are easy enough for all of you to see at this level. Peering in, there's chairs and tables, and off to the side, there's a piano and a harp, and sort of a cleared out center. It's a large open room that looks like it's probably multi-purpose. Does not look like there's anybody in there right now.
I assume that since we all can see it, that's pretty well lit then.
I mean, it's lit insofar as the moonlight and the other light out here is like shining in through the windows.
So no signs of recent activity.
No,
going
not
on.
in this particular room.
Should I unlock it?
May as well see what
Can we
quickly
check
find.
for
I'm-
alarm
Yeah, I was gonna check for traps as I
or magic?
can't do that.
I can't either.
Somebody else could.
I can only detect magic as a ritual, and that takes 11 minutes.
Right.
Would detect traps find like a magic trap?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, wouldn't find the magic part of it, right? Like if there is a physical component
I can do it
to
for
it.
It doesn't use a spell slot for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I will get within 30 feet.
Okay. Yeah. you
Or
cast-
it's it is 30 feet.
okay.
I guess I'll go based upon how close we are with the rest of the group. I'll go with Nyx.
Okay.
Kind of get up close, and eyes will kind of flash and I'll detect magic.
Yeah, you don't see any magical traps on the door.
I think you're good.
Do I see any? Can I look for any physical traps?
Make an investigation check.
I will help you.
Um, 26.
Okay. 26. You using your thieves tools very carefully probe.
That was me checking for traps.
I know.
Okay.
I'm describing how you're checking for
For
traps.
flavor.
I just want to make sure.
Yes, using your thieves tools, you very carefully probe to see if there are any traps. You do not think there are any traps.
Okay. I'm gonna unlock it.
Okay.
I'm gonna back up just in case somebody hears it, and I'm gonna mage hand.
Okay. Great. Yeah. Use your
Unlock.
mage hand to unlock the door.
15.
15. You are able to open the door. Cool. Here, click, and the door just very carefully just swings ever so slightly open.
In we go. Nicely done.
Yeah.
Right. The six of you enter into this large room, looking up. Yes.
I'm gonna have Hayes follow us in since the door's open.
Hayes also comes in with you. Looking up, you can see the domed ceiling overhead in this large room. Again, it's dark in here. Doesn't look like it's in use. There's a closed set of doors directly across the way, wooden sliding doors directly across the way, and then another closed wooden door ahead on the left-hand side.
Can we close the door behind us?
Yeah.
And the left-hand side would be going towards the front of the house or to
Directly ahead would be going towards the front of the
Okay.
house. This is on the back side of the house.
I say we go through the left door.
Can I, since Hayes is here, can I have him make another perception check to see if he can smell any, I guess, alive thing?
Make a perception check for Hayes, yeah.
Ooh, 22.
22. I mean, there's definitely things in the house. Hayes smells things in the house. In particular, I mean, the scent, that like foul demon scent is stronger inside the house than it was outside the house.
Now that he's inside the house with the 22, can he pinpoint a more?
No, I'm afraid you're gonna have to burn a divine sense if you want to do that. But
Okay.
you know that they're inside the house. You
Okay.
don't have to burn it right. I'm not telling you to burn it right now. What I
No. It's been talked about enough. We can figure this out. I'm gonna use a log. I'm gonna use a divine sense. Where's
okay,
these,
what's the radius on divine sense?
60 feet?
60 feet. And you're in the where in this room are you?
Probably right by the door. We just walked.
Right by the door. Within the 60-foot radius, you do not pick up any demons.
Oh, so glad I used that.
Is the left-hand door unlocked?
Does not appear to be locked.
Can I quickly look around in this room to see if there's anything incriminating?
Make an
like,
investigation check.
I am also going to do that.
Then roll with advantage, Penny.
11.
11. You do not find anything incriminating in this room. This room looks like it's mostly used for entertaining folks anyway, so.
Sure.
And there's no loose floorboards that could be
Nope.
a trapdoor or
No books that have like a big slip that
Yeah.
says like how to worship demons coming out like a bookmark.
No,
How to
not
demons.
as,
Do I?
as far as you can tell.
Do I get a sense for a direction that would be the more private wing of the house as opposed to this, which seems a little more public for hosting parties?
Make a history check.
No, this will go well. That's intelligence based. Oh, that's a 5 on the dice. I'm sure I don't get shit. Oh, 9.
9.
Plus
It-
4?
I mean,
Damn.
it's hard to say. This is clearly a very nice home, but it has different sensibilities than most of the like homes that you've been in. This is clearly more of a modern design mansion than you're used to being in, with like some very in what would be in our real world neoclassical, architectural elements to it.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the door on the left and see if I can peek ever so
Yeah.
slightly and see what's on the other side.
Make a perception check.
That's a D12. Perception. I've forgotten how everything is. 17.
This is very obviously the dining room.
Is there anyone in it?
You do see there's
We're all
a
having dinner.
yeah. No, there's a servant who is like who is loading who's like setting the table. Their back is to you. They're setting the table. They like keep going over to like a panel in the wall, pulling things out, more dishes and putting them out on the table.
Ooh, what time is it? Is it almost dinner time?
No, it's well after dinner time.
They're resetting.
They're
Okay.
resetting it.
I was like, oh my god. We're idiots.
No, it's well after dinner time. They look like they're resetting the table at the end of the night.
Right. As long as detect magic is still up, any pings?
Not in the dining room.
Okay. So there's someone in here. It's a dining room. Probably a kitchen is nearby. Do we want to deal with this person and keep going? I could try something non-violent.
can you charm them?
Yeah.
Do that.
All right, I'm gonna have to concentrate on what I'm doing for a really long time. I won't be able to do anything else.
Can you just try persuading them?
Maybe.
Question lasts 8 hours.
Yes. Or until they complete
Until
the
they
task that is
complete the task.
suggested of them.
Right.
Just tell them to kill Marivaldi.
No.
Or you could just
Suggestion
tell
is
them.
not a strong enough spell to get them to do that.
Can't get them to do something.
What if
that,
they
like,
wanted to
goes
already
against
kill him,
their
though?
will?
Yeah.
It'd
We
just be
can get a little
suggestion at that
creative with
point.
this. The servants like uniform or what they're wearing. Is there any do I get any sense of a station at all? Like higher or lower?
You would guess lower. I'll just say you would know this knowledge. You would guess lower.
Like
Okay.
a footman.
Sure.
I'm gonna
If
bring out my
that's,
Downton Abbey
if
knowledge.
if that's a real position, yeah, sure.
I am gonna look at everybody. All right. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Thank you. I'm going to
Screw it. Oh.
very quickly just open the door, stand in the doorway.
Okay, I'm
We
rolling.
are all out of view of
I
from
am,
the
I
doorway.
am rolling for something right now. What I am rolling for
Incredible.
is whether or not this person has left the room while you were all deciding.
Sure. Yeah.
Artemis, open
Just
the room.
so you know what I'm
Nobody
rolling
there.
for.
Left.
They have you open the door and there's no one in there.
Yes.
And then we just walk in.
Okay.
Did you charm them?
Yes, I did it. It was great. Come on.
Okay.
Can
That was
I
quick.
I'm
before
good.
before we keep advancing forward, I'm gonna send Hayes just to scout out the rest of the dining room, the kitchen, and
Okay, so dining room has there's a sort of an open doorway between the dining room and another room beyond, so a smaller room, but also with tables. You see an elaborate tea set on a table. So there's like a separate tea room off the dining room, which peers out over the south terrace. And then there's another door in the same wall that you came in through that is closed. So Hayes can't get through that, but Hayes does a quick loop. There doesn't seem to be direct doorway access to the kitchen.
That makes sense.
The only other thing is there is it's a very nice dining room, right? Really like long mahogany table, huge fireplace. The dishes on the table are like gilded around the edges. There's like fine like candelabra on the table and serving platters and that sort of thing. And there's a panel in the wall that Artemis noticed that person going to and from.
can I investigate the fireplace?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
I mean, like a panel, like it's like a push door to another place, or just like a hidden
Like
cupboard for cutlery and
A
stuff.
waiter,
panel.
a dumb waiter.
Yeah, you can go over and check it. If you open up the panel, there's like a platform and a series of pulleys. It's a dumbwaiter.
Ooh.
Uh,
What's in it?
And Nick's down.
I am like already going over like.
Well, we could send the dog.
So investigation for the fireplace.
18.
18. On very nice fireplace. There's
If I may be specific,
Sure.
I want to see if there is a vent that is pointed towards down. I want to see if there's anything below, like heat ducts going down.
Sure. Yes. Not openable, but you do see like a vent in the floor, in the very back of the chimney, that you would imply that there is a fireplace somewhere below this.
What material is the floor made out of?
I mean, it's nice wood. It's a nice wooden floor.
So panels. So just wooden panels.
No, I mean like but it's wood flooring. Like I don't think it's panels. It's more like the they're not 2x4s, but like the.
Okay, cool. Just gonna point this out there. I got a crowbar. I probably can take off this floor. We can just get right down there.
I mean, that's gonna make
I like-
noise though.
There's an easier way to get down besides destroying property.
Put me in the dumbwaiter.
Oh my god. How would you be able to talk to us though if something happens?
I'll send Lexa with her.
Sure,
Okay.
that works.
Okay.
Can
Next.
it go down any farther? Like, if we test it, can we send it down farther?
Yeah, it goes down.
Okay, cool.
You and Lexa hop in,
Mm.
start going
Let's-
down the dumbwaiter, get to
That's
the bottom.
luck.
There's a closed panel, like the back side of a closed panel.
I'ma just like
Manticore den.
Make a perception check.
12.
This is the kitchens.
That makes. Can it go down any farther?
Nope.
Is there a thing where I can like tug? Like, do I have access to any ropes?
Yeah, I mean, there's ropes on the inside of
Cool.
the
I'm gonna just like
pull,
tug.
pull
at it.
yourself up. Okay, yeah. Yeah.
I'm not. I don't know if I necessarily can get myself up.
Sure, but yeah, I mean,
We'll
you-
notice and pull
Yeah.
you up.
Yeah.
It'll pull you back up.
Yeah. And there's nobody in the kitchen when you peek out. It's just, it looks like cupboards are closed. That staff member was probably finishing up their duties for the night.
Well, the kitchen is down there.
Mm.
Smelled really good. Didn't go any farther down.
If our goal is to find incriminating evidence against this man,
Well,
we should. Yeah, I was gonna say we should probably go up. Possibly a study would be.
Yeah.
somewhere there.
Oh,
Shall I
was
go
thinking Down.
we'll
I
send
couldn't
Lexa
go any farther down. Like, there's nothing below the kitchen, and I feel like you wouldn't have a manticore labyrinth
Minotaur.
in the same level as where you keep all your food.
No,
And
but
your
there's gonna be,
staff.
like another door, right? I don't know.
Penny's just gonna start doing things, so it's gonna go
Next
up.
is like
And like Lexa's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are raised up to the second level of the house. The closed panel in front of you.
a peek out.
Make a perception check and a stealth check.
Ooh.
His room.
That's a 9 for perception. And a
I also-
26 for stealth. Shoot.
For
23.
Lex.
Can I give her luck even though I'm not in the same area? as
I would
her?
say no, not in this case, but Lexa can roll perception.
It's just Nix and an owl.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Lexa hears shuffling on the other side of the door and just like nudges Nyx very quickly. And Nyx, you like very carefully peek out, and there's a man in there. And you close it before he sees you.
Was it like the front of a man or the back of a
It
man?
was like back, like side.
Nice.
Do I have any prior knowledge of what Marivaldi looks like?
Pretty
Make-
famous.
Yeah,
so-
make a history check.
Yeah, but we did see what he looked like, right? I do feel like we would have.
Penny did, and you and
Oh, I got a
Artemis did.
natural
Penny
20.
was doing research in the paper.
Oh
Saw
yeah.
pictures of him, and
No, I
Artemis and
guess
Janara saw him in person,
Oh yeah.
but
Yeah,
like
we
at a
would have
distance.
described him now.
I got a natural 20, so I saw him in the paper.
Yeah, that
some point.
back of that head could have been Marivaldi.
It was a natural. Oh, I guess my perception's not good. Okay.
You know what Marivaldi
Yeah,
looks like.
Yeah.
You did not get a long enough
Yeah.
glance at this person to know definitively whether this was Marivaldi or not. He had dark hair like Marivaldi, but
Does Lexa
Similar
know what
to Elvis
Marivaldi looks
Marivaldi.
like?
Well, was Octavia, but I don't think we would have seen anything.
you
anyway.
were looking at the back of this man's head.
Yeah.
You're
Owls
not
are
going to
smart.
determine from the back of his head whether
I
it's
know.
Marivaldi or not.
Well, there's a
don't
person
know.
in
Not
there
for sure.
right now anyway, so I feel like it is not a great time to just appear out of a dumbwaiter. So I am going to ooch
Can you go
myself
up
back down.
further?
Okay.
What?
No,
Is there more up? No.
there's not more up.
I've got 3 options.
I assume Nyx comes down, tells us this.
There's a guy up there.
Was
Could
it
have been more.
Marivaldi?
Saw his ear.
Well,
I don't.
Ju-
That was it.
just to kind of throw this out there, you just saw one. There are 6 of us plus Hayes and Octavia. Sorry, now I'm getting mixed up. Lexa.
Are we
So
all
just,
gonna
like,
fit in this?
Find
dumbwaiter?
Marivaldi, beat the crap out of him, and
I'm
make
more
him
saying
talk?
we take the stairs up. Wait, did we saw stairs, right? No.
You've not seen
Yeah.
stairs
We
yet.
haven't seen stairs yet.
We
Well, there
assume
could be
that there
guards
are
on the second
stairs.
floor.
Yeah,
Just because
or
he's alone in a
staff.
room doesn't mean there aren't people outside.
And I don't even know if he's
we
alone
could
in the
just
room.
fight our way. We could just fight our way and kick some ass.
Oh boy.
Grab him, and then say, "Hey, we're the do-gooders. You're not doing good. You're doing bad. Time to start fucking talking."
Just
Can
from
I-
personal experience, Artemis, that never has worked before.
While all this is happening, can I go back down to the kitchen and
Mhm.
is open? Like, is there anybody down there?
No, there's no one.
Grabs a
Can
snack.
I
grabs
grab
a
an
whole
apron?
turkey.
Is there an apron
Yeah.
just lying around?
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab an apron
And a
and
chef
put
hat.
that on,
Little chef hat.
and then like I look like I work there.
And then we pull you all the way up.
Come
You
back.
come out of the dumbwaiter.
With an apron
yes,
and
what
a
do you want for your
mask.
midnight snack, monsieur?
I have a disguise, so like I could take the mask off. But I do have a clump of bread also. And I'm like, so what's the plan?
It seems like
I-
you might have one.
I just figured if we are just gonna barge through this house like we own the place, we might as well look like we belong.
Are we okay with that?
Dinar,
okay
did you
with
have
doing that.
something?
I just feel like we should try to get more evidence before we potentially go get killed.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's a novel idea.
All right.
It's almost like
I
I
someone's been
could.
saying
We
that
could
the
try
past
to
few
find
days.
someone who works here and persuade them to show
bribe.
us where he keeps his secrets.
I mean,
That's assuming they know. It depends
We
on who
also
they
don't
are.
know for sure if that was him.
Right.
So he could be somewhere else.
can I send Hayes up the dumbwaiter with Nyx if we end up doing that? Who's still invisible, have you? So you'll have some backup.
Well, Nyx probably wouldn't be going up in the dumbwaiter. Staff
Ah,
do not typically
we don't
travel
know-
inside
that's
the
the-
dumbwaiter.
That is the only way we know how to get up to the 3rd floor.
Oh my
This is
gosh.
an enormous
explored
dumbwaiter.
two
Or
rooms.
somewhere.
I want to remind you, you've explored 2 rooms.
Okay,
Yeah.
what
There's
is
another
the-
door. There's another
what-
door.
yeah,
Let's
what's
go
the
through
other
the other
door?
door.
Yes.
There's only 2 rooms in
wanna-
this house. I don't know what you've been.
I want to go up to a different door.
Okay. So there's another door leaving the dining room on the same wall that you came in through. And that's the only door like out of the dining area. There's the separate tea room, but that door's open, you know what's in there. That door opens up into like the back end of the entrance hall. You're like underneath the entrance hall balcony. You can see the front door. And then across the way, you see there's a door in the wall on your right. Given your positioning, you know that door would lead to the first room that you came in on. There's a door straight ahead across the hall, well, across the entry hall. And then you'd also see, like, looking into the entry hall, looks like there's another couple, like, hallways that lead off into other areas.
Can I go to the door, like, straight ahead and see if I can, like, peek out it, see if I see anyone?
Sure. Yeah, make a stealth check and then a perception check for me.
My stealth was 7. And my perception said 22.
Okay. You make your way across the entrance hall to the door into that next door. Open it very carefully. You peek in. You see this seems to be a room filled with hunting trophies. There are some armchairs in here, but there's all sorts of like animal pelts and heads and that sort of thing, like mounted. Some more exotic animals as well, including an owl bear head positioned prominently over the fireplace.
Can I go with Janara?
Yeah, you could have gone with Janara. Make a stealth check for me.
I'm gonna start.
Make a stealth check for me.
Do I see any like
Natural 20.
Okay.
Janara doesn't even know that I've come with her.
Yeah.
Can I start just pulling on animal heads that are
Okay.
mounted to the wall just to see if anything opens?
Nope.
Cool.
Janara, you had a question as well.
do I see any like names or like anything that seems like the people like it might actually be people too that he was hunting, you know, like
No, funny enough, he doesn't
Dangerous
keep
game.
human hunting trophies in his trophy room.
I hope not, but
All right,
Maybe
he
it's
has that
it.
vibe check.
He keeps those in the bedroom.
okay.
Oh my god.
Yeek.
There's no doors out of there other than the one that I went in, right?
Correct.
While they're doing that, can I go to the other door that we haven't gotten to yet?
So yeah, to get to this, so there's two other hallways in the entry hall. So in order to get to those, you have to like go out into like the main part of the entry hall.
Okay. Can I do that stealthily and
Make a stealth check for me. Is anybody else going with Bowman?
I feel like we should keep moving.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I'll go with Bowman.
Okay.
also Hayes is coming with us too.
great. Yeah.
And that was a 22 on stealth.
Okay, everybody else make a stealth check, except Janara and Nyx, who already made stealth checks.
9.
Okay.
15.
Okay.
7.
Okay. Bowman, since you're in the lead, I need you to make me a perception check. Real quick.
Can I have Hayes do a perception check as well?
No, just you on this one.
I can roll for luck for my shitty stealth.
Don't worry about it just yet.
Perception. Okay.
Don't worry about it just yet. Okay, go.
That was a 18.
Right before you trip it, you see right around the edge of the rug is a very, very thin, hard to see silver thread all around the outside of the rug.
I immediately stop, hold up my hands like it would signal of like stop behind me. I make eye contact whoever's behind me and just point at the sheen of the silver thread,
Mm-hmm.
and I step over it.
Does anything
See it?
Yeah. After he points it out, the rest of you can see it.
Right.
But-
It's been more than 10 minutes, right? With the dumbwaiter
Yeah.
up and down.
Yeah. Yeah, you all step into the center of this hall. Hayes seems like he seems not comfortable. His like fur is on end. I need anybody who wants to make one more perception check for me.
Can I just ask Hayes what's wrong?
Yeah, I mean Hayes tells you that the demons are close.
19.
19. 9.
Oh,
Penny, with a 19, you glance around, you glance up. Octavia had mentioned there being like a couple of like statues of like flying things up, and they're not there.
I knew they were
Fucking
gonna come to life.
statues.
I'm gonna point that out to people.
What?
Statues are
statues are
gone. Statues are gone.
Um,
Where'd they go?
They're obviously turned real and are now coming to attack us. Probably.
let's move swiftly to the other door.
Before we move, I'm going to just tap Bowman on the shoulder and cast Gift of Alacrity so he gets the plus D8 to initiative rolls.
Nice.
That said, I'm going to tap Octavia back and just give him Shield of Faith. So add +2 to your AC.
Okay. I'm making a
So
very
nice.
important roll. First of all, there's 2 hallways you can go down. There's one to the left side of the hall, one to the right side of the hall. Those are the only 2 hallways that you haven't checked out yet. So which way would you all be heading first before I make this very important roll?
I say left.
Yeah, whichever way. I think it is left that we haven't been
Okay.
in that real direction yet.
Okay. Well, then, time for the very important roll. I'm going to tell you what this very important roll is for. This very important roll is to see whether you get out of the room quickly enough to avoid what is possibly about to happen.
Are Janara and I still in the other room?
Would the 2 of you have linked up with them when you saw them coming into the entry hall? Because you're all
Probably.
okay. So you want a high number, obviously, because it's D&D.
It's D&D.
Well, not 20.
I wonder
Please
if
be like-
you are going to be
please be
able
like a
to
2.
see that at all.
Yep, that looks like a 20 to me.
No.
No.
Looks like a dice to me.
I don't.
Yeah, that's not going to focus. It's a 9.
Oh.
That's high.
Can I do luck?
Sure, you can burn a luck point. I'll re-roll it.
Actually, so Ben, just a sidebar. I've never used the inspiration we got for your birthday session. Is that still available?
You cannot use that, but I
Okay.
will allow Janara to burn a luck point. That's
Better
a
or worse?
19.
19. Okay.
Ooh.
That was a good use of luck. I hope.
Yes.
You all very quickly move down into the left hallway.
As we're running, can I just kind of peek behind me, see what I can see if anything's
Make a perception check.
that is a 7.
Okay, yeah, you don't catch anything. You can use the DM inspiration for that if you want.
I'm okay.
Gonna save it? Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, you make your way into the hallway on the left side of the house.
Secrets.
There are there's a couple rooms off to the left hand side, and then it looks like just some closets off to the right hand side, and a staircase that leads up. And then, like at the base of the staircase is a door, like underneath, because it's a staircase that goes like up and then around, and it's like underneath the like around part.
That's the way down.
So 2 rooms. Actually, I believe this is the side of the house that also has access to the greenhouse. So you also see at the end of the hall, glass door leading into the greenhouse.
Are we still wanting to go up?
I think if we're looking for evidence, we need see something.
What's in the rooms?
Yeah, you peek into the rooms. One of them is clearly a library, and the other is a sitting room.
Does the sitting room
Library?
have
There might
Library.
be something in the library.
any? Quick question, just like glancing. Does the sitting room have any like a desk or anything, something like you could store things?
Nope, just it looks like a room for entertaining people.
Okay.
So,
I would like to go in the library.
okay.
Same.
I want to
You-
look through. Oh, sorry. Oh God.
You look, you go into the library. Yeah, looking around. There's, floor to ceiling bookcases. There's a window that looks out over the front of the property. Like some lamps, nice comfortable armchair with a little side table in here for somebody to sit down and enjoy a read with the book.
Cute.
After you murder a person.
And of course, a fireplace. There's a fireplace in here. And it looks like this is a double side, because like you can look like through the it's basically a fireplace that would serve as the hearth for both these two rooms.
Cool.
What's on the other room on the other side?
The sitting room.
Oh, okay. I understand. Thank you.
Can I quickly glance at some of the titles?
Yeah, so make an investigation check to look through the books.
I would like to help.
7.
Okay.
Oh,
Roll with advantage.
try a different die. Maybe that would be helpful. Hey, 19. Oh, wait, no,
19.
that's +5. So 17 + 5. 22.
Okay. Yeah, with a 22, you look around, just looking at books. A lot of books on, there's like a collection of books on hunting and hunting technique. There are books all about banking, of course. He is a banker, and economic theories. There are a handful of biographies in here, some histories of Waterdeep in here, some histories of the Sword Coast Federation in here. Not a lot of fiction, it doesn't seem like. With a 22, I would say you would notice there's a small section of books about religion in the Sword Coast, which only stands out to you because he's a demon worshiper.
Do they focus on, like, are the gods they focus? Is it like well-known gods?
So
Or
you pull out one of the books and look through it, and this is clearly a very old edition book, and it talks about gods that are both currently legal and currently illegal. So if somebody were, and it has information about like the various gods and stuff, and devils and demons and that sort of thing. It's sort of an overview, right? Probably not a book that most people would have access to in their home.
Can I take it?
Yeah, if you want.
Are there any other books in that section that seem worn? Like he's like looked through them a lot?
Not in particular. Nothing that stands out to you.
While people are looking at the library, can Bowman just start walking up the stairs just some refun?
Okay, sure. Make a stealth check for me.
I make a stealth check, and I'm gonna roll with perception as well, just because I don't want to trip any wires.
Yep, stealth and perception for me.
Okay, so my stealth was a 15, and my perception was a 21.
Okay. You very carefully sneak up the stairs, get to the top, glance down either side of the hallway. Got access to a couple more rooms up here. You see this hallway goes to the balcony that's around the second floor of the entrance hall. Hey, the statues are back.
I hate that.
Oh man.
There, and I will say now you're getting a slightly better look at it. You got a 20 on your perception.
21.
21 on your perception. These are like weird, like grotesque looking statues. They're
Statues of
winged.
demons.
They very well could be statues of demons. Winged with like claws and like weird, like scary beaks or whatever.
Beaks.
Yeah.
All right. I am gonna have Hayes just kind of be downstairs and just kind of tug at Artemis, just like, hey, let's go.
Is he still invisible?
Yes. But he's been there, like, you kind of, like, yeah. And then he starts licking your hand, I guess.
Okay.
All right, I'm freaked out, but I don't scream and kill him. I maintain my composure.
Mm-hmm.
Should we go up the
Send a
stairs?
message to Bowman. Is this you?
Hayes is trying to get your attention.
Oh, that's what I. Yeah, what's up?
Are
You
you
did.
sending message again?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
What's up?
Statues are back, second floor. Kind of creepy. Kind of could maybe use some backup if we're done with the light.
Fuck. All right, I'll get the others. Just stay put. I'm gonna go cue everyone else in to what's going on, where Bowman is, and whenever they're done, we'll.
I would just like to look to have been looking at one other thing before we leave this room while
Okay.
everybody else was looking at the books and stuff. Are there any areas of the room that look like they are frequented more than
The
others?
armchair looks like it's sat in quite a bit, but there's not much other furniture. There's the armchair, a
Sure.
little table next to it.
Are there any like
bookcases.
footprints in dust?
Well, is there a book on the table?
No, there's no book on the table.
Can I dig around in the armchair? Just see if there's
You
anything.
find
Sure, make an
200
investigation check.
talents in
You
the
find
armchair.
a tongue, a row of teeth.
That's
Find
an
a sign
11.
that says, "My name
You
is
find
Marivaldi."
3 talents worth of loose coins.
Ooh.
I'll take it.
Nice.
I'm assuming Artemis has let me know. I'm
Yeah,
going
Yeah, I think
to
Artemis announced it to everybody. So
go up the stairs.
Yeah, we'll go up.
great. You all make your way up the stairs.
Quick question for you, Ben. Has it been an hour since we've been in the carriage to right now? Just trying to find time.
I'd say it's probably starting to get close to it.
Okay.
At this point, between the recon, the sneaking, the time with the dumbwaiter, taking your time to look at rooms, it's probably pretty close to an hour since you
Okay.
cast invisibility on Hayes.
Nora, how hard did you choke the man out front?
Pretty hard. He's taking a nice nap.
Okay.
I think I rolled like a 20 something, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's good. He's out.
Jernard
He'll be
knows what
awake
she's
at like
doing.
noon.
You all go upstairs. I need stealth checks from everybody else.
Oh, so I'm good.
You already you haven't moved, so
17.
okay. Okay.
13.
Okay.
14.
14.
Okay. Yeah, you all reach the top, look down the hall, see those statues up on like the tops of like pillars jutting that are like supporting the balcony of the entrance hall.
Do we see any other rooms, or is this just a hallway back to the entrance hall, and eventually to
there
the
are a couple rooms in this hall.
Do any of them have
And the-
lights underneath the door?
You don't see any lights on underneath these doors.
the room that we are presuming is to be his? Is that on the other side of this balcony? Okay. So if we were to get to it, we would have to deal with statue boys.
Probably.
Might
In
have to deal
theory.
with statue boys anyways.
I think that's probably gonna be true. And if so, Artemis whispers, then if I were a big powerful guy and my statues got tripped, then I would hide all my shit. So
Should
do we
we-
want to rush him, like break into 2 teams? Let's check out the rooms first, but if bad things happen, like break into 2 teams. One of them like secures the guy in the other room just in case it is him, and the others like charge the statues.
Or we could just all make a run for Marivaldi's room.
We'll just do that.
If we think maybe
That's
he's
simple.
alone and then we just fight him and the statues. I mean, I don't know.
I like that.
Yeah, worst comes to
Keep it
worst, we all
simple.
die.
Why would you say, oh my God.
I mean, he's right.
I'm a realist, okay?
Right. So very quickly, we check these rooms, and someone who's got a keen eye. I will keep an eye. I think I've got a keen eye. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on the statues as we explore all the rooms.
Okay.
And I'll
So
just like
if-
watch.
So if the
them.
statues get tripped, we all make a run. Is that the plan?
I will message one person in each room, and
Okay.
we charge.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
real quick. While Hayes is still invisible, I'm gonna preference that. I want him to make an investigation on the door that we presume Marivaldi's in.
Okay. Make a stealth check with advantage for Hayes. He's still invisible, but
Yeah. Oh, thank God for that is a 19.
okay. Makes his way over there. Make an investigation check for Hayes.
Investigation or perception?
Investigation.
Okay.
Because you want to investigate the door. Yeah, he makes his way like very carefully around the balcony, back behind the statues, and then around to what you presume is the door to Marivaldi's room. And there's a light on underneath the door. And he hears movement on the other side, but nothing.
Does it seem to be scrambling moving or
No.
just like casual?
Just casual.
Did you want me to tell you what I got on my investigation?
Yeah. Sorry.
That was a 15.
So nothing extra beyond that.
Okay.
But
All right, cool. I recall Hayes.
there's 4 doors in this hallway. 2 on each side. So you all very quickly check these rooms. Just glancing inside them, they look the ones facing the front of the building appear to be a pair of like a guest suite, basically. Bathroom, bedroom, nicely appointed for a guest. And then the ones facing the back side of the building, you sort of peek in there, and you find that this appears to be sort of like a gentleman's like parlor, right? Where like if Marivaldi had other gentlemen over at the house, they might come up here to have a little meeting or discussion or that sort of thing.
I want to investigate that room a little bit more.
That room does have a billiards table.
Does not have a billiards table.
Does it have a card table?
I mean, the table in the room could be used for cards. Artemis, make a perception check for me since you're keeping an eye on the statues.
5. Oh man. 12.
Nothing
I
yet.
hear parlor and I go, ooh.
Yeah, nothing yet.
Is there anything in the parlor? I'm just gonna investigate the
Make
room.
an investigation check.
Are we all going to that room?
If you want to be.
Artemis.
I'll go 13.
13. Do a quick check around the room. Central table, some chairs, a couple of drawers in the underside of the table. One of the drawers is locked. The other you open. There's like coasters and playing cards in there, and just an assortment of like fountain pens. There's a fireplace in here, and then there's like a liquor cabinet and glasses.
I feel like this room is suspicious, but there's nothing suspicious that I can find.
Well, there's the locked drawer.
Okay, I unlock the drawer.
Okay, make a thieves tool check.
Sorry.
There's the lock drawer that says "Do not open."
Super secret top
Can I
Demons.
investigate that room also?
demons. Oh.
21.
You can if you want. 21 to unlock the drawer. You look at the drawer. pull it open. Yeah, there's like a small stack of papers in here.
Oh.
Flipping through them, most of these appear to be just like things from the bank, like agreements that Marivaldi and other people at the bank have signed off on. You do find, I would say, 2 letters of note in amongst here. One of them reads, Mr. Evenwood, thank you so much for setting me up with those phenomenal electrical devices that you've developed. I will collect any feedback I have on them and send that feedback to you in due time. All the best, Diero Marivaldi. And this looks like a letter that he has written recently but hasn't sent yet. The other one reads, Dear Kindler, thank you once again for sending me some of your staff to help me. I appreciate the additional assistance, as always. Diero Marivaldi. Also looks recently written, but not yet sent.
I didn't get anything.
Okay.
Where is that?
Okay.
Is there?
We should take those notes
Yep.
because if we do find evidence, it would be interesting to have that as potential connections for him.
Right.
Yeah.
The other room in this?
I'm
Guest suite was across the hall from that.
I'm gonna put
You
the
can
rest of
investigate it if you want, but
I'm putting the rest of the papers in and locking.
okay. Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check on the guest suite.
Open the door. It's Artemis's brother.
10.
Jesus
Fucking.
Christ.
10, yeah, no, you don't find anything of note in the guest suite. It's nice. It'd
Don't
be
think
nice
I
to be
didn't
put
think-
up by Marivaldi, but
Ben said black hair, and I went to what Nick saw. I went, I swear to God.
They're just
that
like
would be
playing
something
pool.
else.
They're like pen pals.
Yeah. Artist, make another perception check for me as you continue to watch these statues.
Like a
sorry.
hawk. Natural one.
Nothing.
I was thinking about my brother, panicking.
Yeah.
What were the other 2 rooms, Ben? I'm sorry.
There's
Marivaldi.
2 doorways into the gentleman's parlor, and there's a couple doorways into the guest suite.
Oh, okay. So it's those.
So that's
Oh,
that's it in this hallway.
Can I also check the guest room then?
I mean, yeah, Octavia just did, but you're welcome to take a sweep as well.
18.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice, but there's unfortunately nothing much of note in here. I mean, there's a desk, but it doesn't look like it's been used recently. Not very nice bed, nice everything. There's a private bathroom in the guest suite, but
are there any other doors in the gentleman's parlor?
nope.
What about hidden doors? Any
That-
hidden doors?
If there had been hidden doors, an investigation check would have revealed that.
Okay.
But I didn't roll very high.
Well,
That's how that goes.
Sucks to suck.
that's how that goes sometimes.
That's how it goes.
Okay.
Instead
We
of
are
just
running out
rushing
of
this
room.
dude, can we cause a distraction? Like either way, like
The thing is, we don't want to alert him. That's what we want to do because
I don't want to alert guards.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling that there's some connection between these statues and Marivaldi anyway. Like,
she probably knows.
He probably
He-
already knows we're here.
he may or may not know we're already here.
That could also just not be Marivaldi. That could be like some really strong demon fly buff thing that's disguised as him, and now it's gonna kill us.
Probably.
But it's also like, that's the logical place to go next. So
Okay, if we were a demon worshiper like him, do we think it's in his some incriminating stuff is in his bedroom?
No.
Or do we think he is spotless? And
He seems
where else do we? Because a dumb waiter would go from the kitchens to the dining room, probably to the master of the house's bedroom, right?
Right.
yeah.
Or at least their living suite.
There was
Right.
there was a door on the other side of the stairs on the first floor. I want
That's
Yeah.
I think
Somehow there's a way to get
Oh,
down to
there.
the kitchens. I wonder if
I don't think that's gonna go to the kitchens, but I think that if there's any evidence of him worshiping demons, he's not gonna put it in his main house for any of his servants to find unless they're all aware that he's a demon worshiper, in which case they're probably all demon worshippers too.
unless he has a secret trap somewhere in his room that will take him down somewhere, or to a secret study like there was at Bloodkeith.
That's very true.
We can check out that room downstairs.
And come back.
Artemis, one more
But-
perception check for me.
I was just gonna say, where's the
Where are the statues?
18.
You caught out of the corner of your eye, the statue did move, watched you, and then turned back to its neutral position.
Bowman's gonna turn around toward the statue and just kind of
Well, I don't think Artemis has told you yet. Artemis is the
Oh.
one who's watching.
right.
And it returned to its same position.
It turned, glanced, turned back to its neutral position.
I think we've lost the element of surprise.
let's choke out the statue.
Statue just looked at me and reset to neutral.
So let's just fucking go for it then.
All in favor? Is this a bad idea?
this.
We're
I
already in the house. We're not gonna be
Yep.
able to get out.
Yep.
It's either this or the labyrinth, and I'm not doing the labyrinth. I already said that.
We're gonna end up.
All right.
in-
How many?
was-
It's
that was
4
in the
How many
contract.
statues?
2 large statues.
2 statues.
Oh, easy.
2 statues. Whatever tricks
take one,
Marivaldi
Janara, take the
may
other.
or may not have. 6 guards.
Penny, you take one. I'll take the other one. Let's go.
I'm not the strong person.
Okay, let's rumble. Let's go.
Okay.
Yep.
Good, but though I do think we should go for Marivaldi rather than the statues. At
No,
least
no, we-
try to
we-
get eyes on whoever is in there. And
We
Oh,
should
we're running
definitely
to that room.
go.
Okay. So you all begin sprinting. Yes.
I'd like to, as if that's what we're doing,
yeah.
mirror image.
Okay.
How many? There's 1 round probably, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
How many seconds does it take to run to the door?
So
How far away is the
so you all begin running towards the door. You have to make your way.
Wait, no, we don't start yet. How many seconds is it to the door?
I don't know off the top of my head. You all begin running towards the door. You have to go around the back side of the balcony. As you do, the statues drop all pretense, come to life, and turn towards you, snarling.
We're just
And that's where we're gonna end tonight's episode.
Rock on.
Smooth moves. We're awesome.
So,
So, like I
This
said,
is gonna go so well.
unfortunately, this is the precursor to the finale of
yeah.
the,
Uh-huh.
the
Your
Gilded
favorite
City.
characters are not going to make it through this one.
Now remember,
2
make
statues.
sure you subscribe to the Bowman Ballers on Discord.
It does
None
not
of this
exist.
is real. I want to be very clear. But if you did enjoy the episode, it would be great if you subscribed to this YouTube channel.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Or
let's
this
comment down
podcast.
in the leave a comment as to whether or not you think we're gonna make it through this.
And remember, comment what drink you'd like to buy our channel for reaching 21.
Holy water.
But with that, we will go ahead and end. Good night, everybody.
All right.